Okay, first of all, welcome to our channel.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, what do you like to say about Babri Chori? Like, trailer is going so amazing. What sort of response you're getting?
I'm getting a really positive response, and I think most people are really responding to the fact that my character is so different and she looks so different. I think that the most number of reactions I've gotten are for the blue hair. Somehow, that hair color has overshadowed everything else I've done.
Okay, we'd like to know more about your role in Babri Chori and what is the storyline of Babri Chori? What is the USP about it?
So the USP, firstly, I feel when I read the script as well, I felt like it's a slice of life, sweet comedy, but with a quirky side. It has a bit of that dark humor, which I really enjoyed. Also, I really found it interesting to see, at least between my character and Radhika, so Ahana's character, is the cultural difference has been brought out beautifully through humor. You know, the language barrier, the cultural difference. I think those things are not explored very often. So here I found it very interesting that that part has not been neglected, and we've created some nice comic moment out of that. So that has been very interesting. As for the storyline, it's about Radhika, who's the character is played by Ahana, who comes to the UK
Yeah.
to find her husband in order to kill him. And, she comes across a few people before my character enters the film, where she has one bad experience after the other, and she's at a loss and almost about to give up. And my character kind of enters her life and kind of sends her back on the mission, and we kind of plot and plan together. So that's what the film is about.
Okay, when you got the offer, like you have to play this role in Babri Chori, what was your reaction? Like, it was your sudden decision, or it took little time to decide to do or not?
My reaction was almost instant because I always get very excited when I get to do something that is out of my comfort zone, and here I was completely out of my comfort zone because, firstly, she's British. I've lived in the UK, but it's still not something that I'm completely familiar with. The British accent is something that I had to work really hard on. The fact that she had been homeless is something that I didn't want to neglect, or just make it like a passing thing that you mentioned. For me, I took it very seriously. If she has been homeless, it's something that should be reflected in the way I play her, in her personality. So all of those things were very exciting for me. So and also I found the character really interesting, and her part in the story, in like how she brings a change to this person. um, all of the factors were positive. There was no reason really for me not to do this film.
Wow. Okay, how was your experience working with Ahana, Vikram, and all the co-stars in Babri Chori?
I didn't get to work with Vikram, unfortunately, but my experience working with Ahana has been amazing. I mean, we are still in touch. Um, and I just really found that there was a lot to learn from her because she's someone who's very spontaneous. uh, she's like a cat as an actor. She'll always fall back on her feet no matter what you do, and you have to be the same with her. You have to be on your toes, you have to be prepared, you have to be ready to improvise, because she likes to go with the flow and to create moments. So I really got to
Yeah.
learn those from her, and I genuinely tried to imbibe those things because I think it's beautiful to let go. So initially, the first 2-3 days, I was very, you know coming prepared with my lines and thinking I'm going to do this because of the accent as well. I just wanted to, but fortunately I had worked enough on the accent to be able to also fall back on my feet. So the first 2 days, I just tried to follow the script to the T, and then I gave in. I was just going with the flow, and I was responding to whatever she was giving, and vice versa, I think.
Wow. Okay, let's go back to the shooting days. So, अगर मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी कि अगर आपको कोई मेमोरी शेयर करनी है ड्यूरिंग द शूटिंग पीरियड, कुछ मस्ती या कुछ एनी मेमोरेबल मोमेंट यू वांट टू शेयर विद अस?
Oh, there were so many memorable moments. I mean, it was really funny because my look generated a lot of reactions from people. So at the hotel, one of the staff actually thought, I don't know what she was thinking. She didn't really say it as such, but she was treating me very differently. So out of all the people who were there, she kind of pointed me out, and she came to me and she said, your breakfast is not included, and I don't know, she was being very rude. And we all tried to analyze it. We were like, was she racist? But I don't think so, because there were plenty of other people. We were a crew of like 15 people, and we just kind of thought that maybe it was because of the hair. And in retrospect, I find it really funny that I came across as a homeless person, which I'm supposed to have been in the film. So for me, that was memorable in retrospect. In the moment, I didn't enjoy it. Apart from that, I think we just laughed a lot at little things, just the stress of finishing up the day, because it was getting dark by probably 4 or 5. So we weren't working long hours because we were relying on daylight. So, just we would make fun of the people who were going crazy, like light jari hai, light jari hai, light jari hai. And there was this sort of anxiety that they were going through about that. We were having fun while they were really stressing about the light, because that there's nothing you can do, so you might as well just have fun with it.
Wow. Okay. During the lockdown, everyone is like थिएटर्स में तो जाना पॉसिबल हो नहीं पाता, तो काफी डिजिटल हो गई थी सभी की लाइफ. एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ मूवीज और एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ वेब सीरीज सब प्रेफर करते थे कि वो डिजिटली देखें एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ ओटीटी प्लेटफॉर्म में. व्हाट you want to say about such OTT platform, because your film is also releasing at Ross. So what what's your take in digital platform?
I think digital platform has created a lot of opportunities for artists. The options, there are more options, and with that, I think the content is really evolving, because there's so much of competition. People are exposed to things that are happening outside of their periphery. So I think that is kind of creating a healthy competition for the content to become bigger and better and more suited for an international audience, while keeping it very desi, So I just feel like it has upped everybody's game, and it has created a lot of opportunities. And yes, it is a lot now. So visibility is becoming a little difficult, but I think it's there's only positives to it. And I don't think cinema or the big screen is going anywhere. It's just that both are going to coexist, and both are indispensable.
So you were talking about the digital platform. So we'll continue on with that only.
Yeah. So I was just saying that I think digital platforms have kind of uh, upgraded the quality of the content that's being put out there, because we are exposed to a lot more of content in general. We are exposed to international cinema, to all kinds of shows, and I think it's very positive, the fact that we are trying to create better content to compete with the world out there. And I think it's creating a lot of opportunities for a lot more artists. A lot more voices are coming out. So I think in every way, OTT platforms are a great thing, and they can coexist with the big screen. I don't think one is ever going to replace the other.
Yeah. Okay. It's releasing on Valentine's. So any sort of plan of yours in Valentine's?
Unfortunately, I don't have any plans, because my Valentine is traveling. So I think my date is going to be chocolates.
Oh, okay. Even even like Babri Chori is releasing in 14th Feb, and with the same way, Dev Deep season 2 is also releasing. So any sort of competition you're feeling?
Competition, not really. I don't see any competition, because one is a film and one is a show. And Dev Didi is the second season, so there's already an audience for that. Since it's been renewed, I'm guessing that there are people out there who already want to see it. So I'm sure that Dev Didi season 2 will be watched by the people who had watched season 1. As for Babri Chori, I'm just really really excited about it, and I hope that a lot of people get to watch it. But no competition, not at all.
Okay, lastly, anything you want to say to all the fans? Like trailer dekh ke to everyone are like eagerly waiting for the release. So anything you want to say to all the fans?
Well, I would urge them to watch Babri Chori on the 14th of Feb, because it's a film that's very fresh, very different, that has a very unique voice. You know, it's not a comedy, but it's not a travel film. It's a slice of life comedy. It's a slice of life film which has a lot of beautiful moments. You know, I watched the film and I can say this objectively, that there are memorable moments, and friendship has been depicted. You know, friendship between two women has not been depicted in this way before, and I think there are really lovely moments that I carry with me. So I just hope that everybody watches the film and enjoys that.
Any project in the pipeline apart from this?
Yes, actually, I just returned from Delhi because I was shooting in Muradabad for a month for a show called Game of the Sexes, where I have the lead role. So I'm very excited about that. It's a show that's based on mixed gender cricket, which is a first, I believe. And you know, it's the concept for me was so interesting and so fresh and so original that I'm just really looking forward to that. I think it should come out in March or April. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Wow, Rumana, thank you so much. It was an amazing having a conversation with you. Thank you so much for giving us your precious time.
Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you.
Same here. Thank you.